Joined now by T.J. Oshie as we continue to look back on the season that was 2017, 2018, and the subsequent cup hoisting here in Washington. And Oshie, this was your third year here. What was it about this group and this bunch of guys that was able to succeed where the previous couple of editions fell a little short?
I think this year we really found a way to get everyone on board. We got contributions throughout the whole lineup. We had outstanding goaltending by Holtz through the whole thing. I mean, there was times where it seemed like years past the puck luck was never on our side, and this year a couple big fortunate bounces for us, and we took advantage of those.
You dream of this your whole life. Are there things that you have a little more clarity about?
The only clarity I have is that it really does take an entire team to win all 16. In years past, I always thought, if we had one line step up and get goals, that maybe we would have got past Pittsburgh, or in St. Louis, it was maybe we could have got past Chicago or LA. It seemed like we were always just one goal away. And now it kind of feels like those one goals it feels like they had to come from Devontae Smith-Pelly or a Brooks Orpik or a Jay Beagle. And you absolutely need great goaltending. It's really amazing being part of a group that found a way against all odds to get the job done.
When you say against all odds, I thought you guys had a good team going into the season, and there were certainly some ups and downs. If we go back to even like mid-February, how do you get from there to here in less than 4 months?
All those bumps in the road, it just makes you more resistant when it really matters down the stretch. There was times where we weren't playing great, and we really got challenged by the coaching staff about who we were as players and what our identity was. It just felt like in years past we didn't really need those, because someone would save you here and there. Holtz would play unbelievable, or Ovi would get a hat trick, or whatever it was. And this year, we had instances like that, but there were some times where we really needed some harsh truth about who we were and how we needed to play. All those learning experiences taught us that we need everyone. If we're going to do something cool, something very special, it has to be as a group. It just clicked. It clicked for us this year through all those little bumps in the road. And there's even a couple of games there where I thought we played great and we weren't able to get wins. We weren't able to get like those first couple games against Columbus, the one that we lost against Pittsburgh in the beginning there, losing those 3 against Tampa. They're really all, I thought we were playing good, but we had a belief going in, I think, that if we played our game, that we would win. And it seemed like each series, we just needed a little bit of reminder that let's not get away from who we are, let's play our game. And once we realized that our game was good enough to beat some very great teams, we just stuck with it, and we just stuck with it longer than anyone else could.
You guys had a 3-game losing streak, and I don't feel like too many teams even survive that to win the cup. How are you guys able to overcome that specific hurdle?
We're getting reminded each one of those losses, one after another, that we just need to get back to our identity, and that was everyone chipping in throughout the whole lineup. You look Game 7 of Berkey coming through with those 2 goals. I mean, we stayed so positive, so encouraging through it all, especially in the Tampa series. I don't know, it just feels like when people start writing us off, it makes us hungrier, and we come together tighter and find a way to get it done.
Now that the season's over, how would you describe the identity of this team?
I think the identity is playing as a group. We sacrifice for each other. I've never seen a team block as many shots as we did in these playoffs. I've never seen as many guys want to get hit to make a play or want to change the game with a good forecheck. And everyone wants to score the goals, and everyone wants to kind of be the hero of the game. But I've never seen as many guys just want to go out and do whatever they had to do that shift to make an impact on the game. And everyone was just happy for each other. We played for each other, and we played as a group. It took a while, and with some stellar play from Ovi and some guys early, we didn't really need to find our identity until the season kind of felt like we were kind of getting left behind a little, and we started finding it. we found what we had to do defensively, and then we just started playing for each other after that, and we were able to get the job done.
Back to back, it's obviously really hard to do, and you've got the short summer that comes with it. How do you go about repeating?
We finally really believed in each other and our ability and what we can do, and winning the cup just solidified what we already thought we could do. And now that we know that we can do it, really it's a matter of, you know, guys enjoying this, but I sense and I feel like we're still hungry to get another one. I can't imagine going from this feeling of walking the cup around the city, the feeling we had in that parade, to going back to losing in the second round. I can't see us being satisfied with that, with only winning once. So I wanted to get the crowd rallied up, but there's a lot of truth to that I think it's something we can do. And it took us a lot of years to get the first one, and we know it's going to be a tough road and it's going to be hard, but we have a belief in our locker room that a lot of locker rooms around the league just haven't had the luxury of having.
How do you spend your day with the cup?
My day with the cup, it's going to be tough. I haven't fully decided. I got a couple places I want to go. Warroad, Minnesota. I want to bring it back to school in North Dakota. It's going to be a tough decision for me to figure out what to do with it. I got a lot of family out there, but I'll figure it out here. I got a friend that's reached out that's going to help me get it from place to place. So either way, I'm going to share it with my friends and my family and all the people that have sacrificed a lot to get me to where I am. Most importantly, you know, my wife, my two little girls, my mom, my dad, and my brother and sister. Countless hours of them sitting around rinks, or for my family now, sitting at home, learning things and playing and growing while we're on the road playing hockey. So they'll be with me for the full time.
Thanks to T.J. Oshie for spending some time with us on the Monumental Sports Network.